Good evening. Hope you were dodging those showers and storms earlier because it sure was active. A lot of people sent in some cool pictures. Appreciate that. Good news is, wasn't all that crazy. We had a few isolated severe storms, but it wasn't all that bad. Saw some hail, saw some gusty winds, but all in all, wasn't didn't see any kind of damage. So that was good for us. But next week is looking a bit different. Chances for severe weather are going to be going way up. And tomorrow is going to be very active. So I just hopping on, doing a quick update after the 10 p.m. news, showing you what's going to be happening. So if you did miss the news, you are in luck. I'm going to show you pretty much what I did during the full weather. So let's just get right into it. I'm seeing all the comments here. So um, James is saying a bunch of rain coming in. It looks like it sure does. Yeah, tomorrow, I think during the morning, I think it's going to be a washout because if you look off to our south and west, we're seeing a whole lot of rain moving in. So here is the headlines today. Widespread rain, storms potential will be there Sunday, maybe even some severe weather. And then the extremely active weather pattern, that's going to be hanging on for us. So right now, here's the radar. It's showing quiet conditions overhead, little isolated storms across central Arkansas. But for us, it is looking pretty quiet. So nothing going on right now. No need to worry. Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley are completely dry. But pretty soon, though, that's just going to be a different story. Here's a Fort Smith view. This is our public library camera. Check out that dew point, 65 degrees. So even though the temperatures are pretty nice, I would still keep the windows shut tonight. You don't want to let that humidity in the house. And notice how that wind is out of the northeast. So we had a cold front move through. That's one of the reasons why we saw those showers and storms earlier during the day. Now tomorrow, that cold front is kind of going to lift north as a warm front and get stalled out over us, and then we have all this energy moving in. So that's why we're seeing all this rain tomorrow. Pretty much 100% chance of rain tomorrow. Here's our Gaither mountain camera. Now, earlier during the afternoon, this camera captured a storm, and that was pretty. It was severe briefly, and we saw some gusty winds with this storm and a little bit of rotation. So let me show you what I saw earlier during the day. I was tracking it. Here's a Gaither mountain camera earlier during the afternoon. Now I sped this up so it is 16 times faster than what really happened. So here was a storm that was captured in, I believe it was Boone County from our Harrison Gaither Mountain weatherbug camera. And you can see it right there. So we saw this storm earlier during the afternoon. Definitely saw some hail with this, and it was briefly severe. So just a great camera. And this was the camera that captured the tornado from that was last Sunday. So yeah, this camera, brand new camera resolution is very good. So definitely going to keep using that. And you can see that storm lifted and then it moved out of the forecast area. But very, very nice little time loop right there. And a lot of you sent in pictures, and I really appreciate those. Um, but let's get to the headlines. So that is a just a background that I did not capture that. So we got multiple severe weather events coming up. So again, forecast is going to be pretty active. We've got severe storms possible. We already saw today, we had a few isolated severe storms. Now, Sunday, same deal. We could see some more isolated severe storms with flash flooding. That's going to be a issue for us. A very volatile weather pattern for sure. And it's going to be staying active all the way through midweek next week. And heavy rain equals flood potential. And if you look at the Arkansas River, it is pretty high, and even seeing the white currents, so the white water rafting. I would stay out of the Arkansas River because that could be going over the banks tomorrow potentially. And I'll show you all the flood warnings and watches. But you can see earlier during the day, those storms passed through, and right now it is looking quiet. But as we expand the view, check out Texas. Now, here's what that frontal boundary is doing. Now, notice how it is currently across central Arkansas. You can see it right there. So this, I think, is going to lift as a warm front and become stalled somewhere in our forecast area. And then all this energy across Texas, that is going to be moving in and riding that front. And what I don't like is when you have some energy doing a frontal boundary interaction, that could increase the severe storm potential. So I'm going to be monitoring these storms tomorrow and do a live if need be. So again, here's where the front is right now, and Texas is showing a whole lot. So we got flash flood warnings across Texas. That yellow polygon, that is a severe thunderstorm watch, and we got a few severe storm warnings across Texas. Earlier during the day, they had an enhanced risk for severe weather. So all that energy is going to be coming in. So here's a future track showing what it could be looking like tomorrow morning. So I think tonight looking relatively quiet, could see an isolated storm, but here's tomorrow morning 7 a.m. So some pretty heavy rain is going to be on the doorstep. So um yeah, Pamela, as far as tornadoes, um I tomorrow again, it's always going to be non-zero, especially with the boundary interaction tomorrow. But um, that's not going to be a big issue tomorrow. But it will be Monday night into Tuesday morning of next week, and then Wednesday too. So we're gonna be watching that. So Sarah's saying today was beautiful. You must have dodged those storms because if you got caught up, Fayetteville had a few isolated storms pass through. They were trying to get that Arkansas Razorback softball game going, and it got delayed all the way until around 8 o'clock, 8:30, something like that. Brenda watching in Fayetteville. Hey, Brenda, should be all quiet right now, but tomorrow morning it is going to be different. Yeah, Jeff, definitely a precursor to come for sure. Next week, we're gonna have to be on the toes next week. Um, all business Monday night into Tuesday morning. Yeah, Sarah, sorry about that. Raining on the parade. I know there was a lot going on today, and probably some people canceled plans. And tomorrow, so here's 7 a.m. tomorrow. So when you're waking up, when you're out the door, maybe heading off to church first thing, you're gonna want to have the umbrella, maybe even the rain gear. Check out all this rain coming in, and maybe even if you don't have to be out tomorrow morning, you might just want to stay inside because this is heavy rain and severe potential will be there. We could see some large hail, we could see some gusty winds, lightning. That is going to be an issue tomorrow and going throughout the day. That front is going to be draped across the area. So even though this future track kind of shows the rain tapering off at around 5 p.m., I still think it will mainly taper off at around 5 p.m., but we could see a few lingering showers into later Monday afternoon. So tomorrow is going to be a washout potentially for some areas. Now here is the day 2 risk. So this is for Sunday 7 a.m. to Monday 7 a.m. Just like what we had today, we a level 1 marginal risk, and look what happened when we had that level 1. We had about I think maybe 3 or 4 severe storms, and we had a whole lot of rain probably about a dozen stronger storms. And when I say stronger storms, I mean there was hail, but it was under a quarter size, and we had some gusty winds under 58 miles per hour. So here's tomorrow, level 1 out of 5, marginal risk for severe weather. And here's a future track rainfall look. So base triple R is showing some areas might even pick up an additional 2 inches of rain, and we don't need it. I believe Fort Smith is probably approaching 4 inches surplus rain for the I think for the year at this point. And here's a flood watch. So this is going to be in effect all the way through 7 p.m. Sunday. And I really do think this will be extended for sure because next week is looking active. That lighter shade of green, that is a flood advisory. That's because the Arkansas River that could potentially go over the banks. And earlier today, that was a flood warning. So that's going to be in effect through 1 p.m. Wednesday. So we're going to have to be watching that um, as we go. And you can see it from our Fort Smith Miss Laura's camera. The Arkansas River is definitely a lot higher than normal, and it is moving pretty fast. So don't mean to rain on the parade, Sarah, but it's just the pattern. And check out, you can see Texas, all that energy blowing up. But look at the West Coast. Right now, we're looking at Northern California, Oregon states. That is our next system. So beyond tomorrow, that's Monday night. Strong system next week. And look at what this does. Now, this is a whole lot of energy. This trough is going to be digging and then turn negatively. Now, when it orients itself in that northwest to southeast direction, that means that the wind shear overhead is going to be pretty high, especially with the low level jet kicking in. And that's what we look for when we forecast for severe weather, that negatively tilted trough, and that's what we're going to be seeing. And then even beyond that, as that moves east, we're still in that southwest flow, more energy moving in Wednesday, and then Thursday too. I think finally by next weekend, we should be out of this active pattern. But here's a day 3. So just look at that for a second. Day 3, enhanced risk. Doesn't happen too often where you have a day 3 enhanced. I do expect this to potentially become moderate, maybe even high. Because across the Central Plains, Monday, that looks like trouble. Roby's saying, I'm okay for more rain. We got our garden planted today, so it would be perfect timing. Yeah, but you don't want too much rain, and you don't want hail either. So hopefully you just get a few showers for your garden, Roby. A lot of heavy rain, Jeremy, in southwest Oklahoma and Texas. Yep, all that is heading our way. Tom is saying it feels good outside of Fort Smith. Yeah, because you're south or you're north of that cold front, and maybe even just along that front. So you probably have a light breeze. Temperatures feeling pretty good. So woke up freezing this morning. What was the morning low? We can go back to the day 3 after I look at the morning low. Let's just see what the morning low was. Lower to mid 60s. Maybe you were in a low lying area. Maybe it was in the 50s. But come next week, those morning lows are not going to be cold at all. They're going to be around 70. And when we have lows around 70, that means the dew points are usually around 72. And that is fuel for storms. So here's day 3. There it is. So let's just zoom in on it. So pretty much all the forecast area is under that level 2 out of 5. Slight risk for severe weather. So this is timing Monday evening late into Monday night, maybe even into Tuesday morning. Remember how last Saturday, remember how people were saying, oh, there's going to be storms during the day, Saturday, and then we had nothing. Well, I don't want to say it's going to be an exact setup because you can always have a prefrontal trough come through, and I believe the NAN model is hinting at that. But I think at this point in time, most of Monday should be dry. But that being said, if something does pop up, it could be trouble. So take that with a big grain of salt Monday. Monday is probably going to be a weather alert day. Tomorrow, Sunday, yeah, I'll probably make that an alert day tomorrow, depending on what they do for the day two risk and how the latest models look. Yeah, if you stay up till around 1 a.m. tonight, you can see how they update this, and I'll be doing that just to see what's going to be happening. So level 2 out of 5, large hail, damaging winds, tornadoes. That is going to be um, potentially there for us with the bullseye, of course, further west across Kansas and Oklahoma. Now that's the day 4, but let's just go back to this one. Now let's go to this graphic right here. Day 3 probabilities. So what does this mean? When we have the hatched area, that means that's hail over hen egg size potentially, tornadoes strong to violent, so EF2 to EF5, and damaging winds. I believe it's either 70 or 80. So destructive weather in the hatched area, significant hazards. And notice how we have a day 3 high across a good chunk of the forecast area, and portions of our forecast area have a medium for the significant hazards. So Monday into Tuesday, that could be serious trouble for us. And notice how that risk, it extends throughout Tuesday. We have a day 4. Now it's not every day where they issue these, where they have these day 4s and 5s, especially for this time of year, because it's based on probability. So a day 4 in the winter time, and you don't put as much confidence in that as you do during May. So you got a day 4, large hail, damaging winds, tornadoes for Tuesday. And then here is a day 5, more severe weather. I don't know if you looked at the forecast instability for Wednesday, it is crazy. So Wednesday we have to watch too. So Wednesday could be big trouble too. So it is definitely a volatile forecast for us. Yeah, Jeff was saying little downburst earlier. Definitely believe it. Yeah, and here's why we had that, because earlier today, we had the instability. We actually had a lot of surface-based instability there, but there was no upper level support. So the storms just rose and then they collapsed, and then that gust of wind as the storms collapse, that is your downburst. So yeah, we had some damaging winds earlier. Val, we're gonna have storms tomorrow in Springdale. I think you're going to be seeing storms tomorrow for sure. Greg was out in thunderstorms and took shelter. Yeah, we actually had a decent amount of storms earlier. Let me just, we're gonna do like a little recap here. Yeah, so we had some activity come in during the early morning hours today, and then it was relatively quiet in Northwest Arkansas during the just after sunrise. But notice how 10 a.m. we actually had a few severe storms, and then we had a severe storm in Madison County at around 11:30, and then during the afternoon, as that cold front came through, we had a lot of activity. Right, 4:30, 5, 6, and 7. But then it all pushed east. So you had a chance to get a quick workout in once those storms moved out of the forecast area. Actually, they were kind of still around, but they were not severe at all. So So it's good that you took shelter, definitely. And keep in mind that storm chances are going to be going up even higher coming up soon. Yeah, the rain today on I-49 was a mess. Hope you didn't get um, caught up in that. Now, tomorrow morning, I think the rain will be more widespread. So just keep that in mind. I showed you the HRRR model. Pretty much all the models show widespread rain tomorrow. Here is a different computer model. This is our in-house graph model showing a lot of rain coming in tomorrow morning. Again, I think tomorrow is going to be mid to late morning. Best chance of rain. Um, Isolated severe weather, flash flood potential definitely will be there tomorrow morning. And then going throughout the afternoon, notice the spin in the atmosphere right there. There could be an MCV moving in tomorrow, and there is a lot of energy across Texas. Um, is this the storm that dropped the massive flooding in Texas? No, no, all that energy in Texas, that's going to be making its way in tomorrow. Sarah's in Cassville. Yeah, Sarah, you're going to be seeing some rain tomorrow too. The whole forecast area tomorrow is going to be seeing rain, and the whole area will be seeing severe storm potential next week. Karen lucked out. Yeah, see, today some people stayed dry. I think more people saw rain than didn't see rain. Tomorrow, I don't think anybody is going to be saying this. If you're in Northwest Arkansas, River Valley, you're going to be seeing some rain tomorrow. Jamie got sprinkles in Berryville. Is Farmington going to get hammered? Well, I mean, I don't want to say hammered, but you're looking at a whole lot of rain tomorrow, and then next week you're definitely going to be in the path of the potential severe weather. So if you're asking about tomorrow, here's day one. This is a level 1 out of 5. Actually, no, this is a day 2. So this is for tomorrow. So Sunday, heavy rain, large hail, damaging winds. That is the main concern tomorrow. And again, we could see an additional 2 inches of rain, and we do not want to see that. So I'm going to show the flood warning, the flood watch once again. So we have this flood watch. It's going to be in effect through 7 p.m. tomorrow. I think it will likely be extended because we are expecting a whole lot more rain coming up. Yeah, at 4:30 at the Stephen Carr exit, we were driving through blinding rain with hail. Yeah, hope your windshield's okay. And yeah, definitely saw some hail earlier. Heard through NWS there was 3 feet of hail. Sounds insane. Thinking had to be a typo. Wow, 3 feet. So that was the accumulation of hail. Where was that, Gwen? Just was wondering where that was. If you know. Here's a question. Amanda, how's the weather looking on Wednesday afternoon? And I'm glad you asked that question because we should be looking ahead towards Wednesday. And I'll show you why. Now, what this is the CAPE. So convective available potential energy is thunderstorm fuel. So it is the tendency of a parcel to rise. So this is just a measure of the instability. And when we have high instability, that's a good chance of storms. And look what's gonna be. Well, there has to be a trigger coming in, and there is going to be some energy coming in Wednesday. So here's a look at the instability. Notice how Sunday kind of lacking. I think that might be a bit underdone. And then Monday, that instability surges back in just in time for all that energy. So that could be trouble for us. This is Monday night and Tuesday morning. And then that kind of, once all that activity leaves the atmosphere, you would think it would become stabilized, but that frontal boundary will lift north and we're going to see some south winds. And look at all that instability Wednesday. I think Wednesday could be trouble. I think we could be seeing some severe weather on Wednesday. Still far out. It's like 5 days out, 4 days out or so. But that could be trouble. So my 10 a.m. mountain bike plans might not happen. John, where are you located? If you're in Northwest Arkansas in the River Valley, I would scrap it. Maybe catch up on some Star Wars. Today is May the 4th. Because there's going to be some rain coming in, and you're probably just joining, John. Well, let me show you the future track here. Check out this. So as we go forward, here's 4 a.m. I think the rain might even be coming in a bit earlier. Look at all that. There's noontime. That is heavy rain. That is flash flood potential. And you're probably going to be on the Greenway if you're in Fayetteville. You don't want to be on the Greenway. I know that there could be some flooding potential. And we could see some isolated severe storms too. We could see some large hail damage and winds. So definitely, you might want to just think twice about that. Tom, I think I answered your question. Yeah, I'm monitoring a lot here, so if I don't get to your question, just feel free to re-ask it, and hopefully I can see it because we're on X, YouTube, a bunch of Facebook platforms. Yeah, holding off on getting the pool cleaned up with all of this rain. You might want to think about if you don't want your pool to overflow. So if it's on the high side, maybe drain out some of that water because we're expecting a whole lot of rain. And how much rain is the Weather Prediction Center forecasting for us? Let's look. Here's that day 5 again. So here's our Wednesday, going back to Amanda's question. Day 5 in May. That's pretty rare. Throughout the next 7 days. Again, this changes a lot, but this is showing some areas maybe up to 4 inches. But if you're just joining, the first big chance for severe weather gonna be Monday and a Tuesday. Yeah, got your rain boots and raincoat. Yeah, tomorrow isn't just the umbrella type day, and especially you don't want the umbrella because there's gonna be some lightning. You don't want to be waving the umbrella around when there's lightning. But yeah, we are expecting some heavy rain tomorrow. So rain boots, raincoat, buckets for catching water for plants. Good thing, maybe. Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Hey, really appreciate that, Olson. Yeah, um, we love coming on here and keeping everybody updated. and keeping everybody safe because this is the time of year where I mean, we have fun on these live streams a lot of times, but we're going to be all business come Monday nights, and next week we could be in trouble. So just keep that in mind, and yeah, prayers for everyone. Yeah, we definitely want to be safe as we go throughout May. Here's a question: how is Tuesday morning 5 a.m. looking from Bentonville to Little Rock? Jessica, that is going to be a time frame where I would that is a time frame that I'll show you what I'm not really saying anything about, but you might want to rethink that trip there. Again, these models, they're not going to be accurate this far out, but let me just show you what the NAM is showing because it can kind of reach out that far. So I do expect to have widespread severe weather across Kansas, Oklahoma, Monday afternoon, evening, and then overnights. Think Saturday. I think we're going to have supercells west of us forming into a line, QLCS potential. Monday nights into Tuesday morning. So if you're going from Bentonville to Little Rock, you might be following that line to Little Rock, and you do not want to do that. So let me just zoom ahead here. That's the rain tomorrow. The NAM is showing a lot of rain. Here's Monday, looking dry. And then here is that line eventually coming in. So again, this is a computer model. Take it with a grain of salt, but here's what it's showing. You said 5 a.m.? You might want to rethink that drive. Tornado possibility, yes, that will be there. All hazards are definitely going to be a possibility Monday into Tuesday morning. That's a good question. What are the dew points? We did have a cold front move through. Let's see if they affected the dew points. I doubt it. Stand by. Dew points mid 60s, and I'll tell you what, they're only going to be going up from there. Here we go. Because once that frontal boundary lifts to our north, we're going to be seeing dew points up there in the probably around 70. Let's see what this model shows, if this even works. Yeah, this model has been being weird. Is it going to work? There it goes. Look at all that moisture coming in Monday. That's what the European shows. Gotta wait for it to load. There it is. Yes, 70s. And then a bit Wednesday recovers. Yeah, look at those dew points. See, that's why I think Wednesday could be serious trouble for us. We'll work at 8 a.m. in Fayetteville. Going to be just rain or storming at the time. It is going to be doing both. Or on the doorstep. Tomorrow, mid to late morning, we're going to be seeing rain and isolated severe storms. So moving in Sunday means after midnight or sometime after sunrise. Just in general, if I was to say moving in Sunday, I would mean after midnight. But for this case, tomorrow Sunday, I think the rain is not going to be here until around daybreak, which is around 7 a.m. Oh, you just left your window open? Yeah. Yeah, and I would not leave it open tonight because that rain, unless you're up early, the rain might start pulling down. Yeah, tomorrow's going to be a morning where everyone's going to want to sleep in because you're going to have the rain. You're going to have uh, de- Daphne. We'll be traveling to Omaha tomorrow. Will it be bad storms going that direction? That's a good question. Let's look at the day one or the day two. Not quite the day one. So you're going to Omaha. Um, hope you leave early in the morning. Well, here's the risk. Let's just zoom out. Omaha's up there in Nebraska. So you're going to have to try and beat the rain. And there it is. So you're going to want to beat that out of there. And notice how it kind of wraps around to the north. So, boy. Yeah, I'd leave really early, even before dawn, and just keep an eye on the radar because you don't want to be caught up in that heavy rain because that is just dangerous and there's a lot of it. Or you could wait until all of it pushes away from us. Um, hold on. Let me zoom out here. Oh, yeah, I don't really know what how you would even get up there. Like would you go up through central Missouri or would you go up through Kansas? Um, just keep in mind, I would leave it really early, or I would leave later on during the day. Olson, hello from Spiro, Oklahoma. Stay safe, all. Yeah. Okay, Tay, I'm sorry. I just hopped on. Yeah, no need to be sorry. Yeah. We're just hanging out, just having a conversation about the upcoming week. Are we getting rain overnight? Um, I think I'll hold off tonight. But if you have plans tomorrow morning, you might want to rethink that because we're looking at the future track actually right now. Now let me. Yeah, if people are just joining, we got about 600 people on. We are just talking about storm potential tomorrow. We could see some widespread rain, isolated severe, and then next week it could be trouble. We got multiple chances for severe weather. Tay is asking about tonight's. Here is tonight's. Again, I think the rain is going to hold off. We could see some isolated activity, but the main energy is not really going to come in until tomorrow morning. There's 7 a.m. So tomorrow morning, that's looking like a washout. Just forget about it. You don't want to be outside in that. Heavy rain, isolated severe, and then it should be pushing away from us to the northeast later on during the day tomorrow. Are you doing another live at 1 a.m.? Um, No, I'll probably shut it down by then. But I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll be watching these storms, and if it gets really bad, um, I'll come in early tomorrow, and see if I can hop on here again. But it's gonna be like an all day thing. It's gonna be raining heavy. Um, but if we get some severe weather across the forecast area, um, I'll be in to guide you throughout the storm. We're asking what counties are most at risk. What about River Valley? All counties are going to be at risk. We're talking about the rain tomorrow and then next week, multiple severe chances. Alpha's loving the active pattern. Yeah. Yeah, it's not good for my sleep schedule though. It's too bad. Yeah, Isaac, the Moore, Oklahoma tornado happened around this time in 1999. Yeah, that was yesterday, May 3rd. And we did a recap on that on last night's live stream. Chief Meteorologist Dan Scoff was actually storm chasing that day, and he was on those storms, and he was calling in to news stations way back in 1999. Um, so yeah. Oh, Lisa, you almost wrecked the truck and you had to pull off the road. Man, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, see, here's the deal here. We got a lot of rain coming in tomorrow. So today it wasn't as bad as I think tomorrow is gonna as I'm gonna be. So I know a lot of people go out Sunday morning. You might want to think twice about that and keep an eye on the radar as we go throughout the day. And make sure you have good windshield wipers and make sure we got um, good tires too. Yeah, see, it's not just about driving safe. That's a big part, but you gotta maintain the vehicle. Um, yeah, windshield wipers. They make a big difference if you got worn out wipers compared to good wipers. Glad we got you at the helm, Dan with the guns. Keep doing what you do best, and letting us know what to expect. Appreciate it, Andrew. Yeah, yeah, we're gonna be on this active pattern because this we already you see the day 3. I mean, look at this. I mean, that is a enhanced risk day 3 in May. We gotta watch for that, and I do think that will go moderate, maybe even high. So that is no joke for Monday. And yes, the bullseye is a little bit further west, but that we're still a couple days out. That could get shifted east. And look at this probabilistic risk. Now, what this means is that hatched area that is significant hazards. Now what that is for so we got tornadoes, we got hail, we got winds. Hatched tornado that's EF 2 to 5, strong to violent, and the hail hatched area is above hen egg size. So you get up in the morning, you crack some eggs. Could be seeing hail above the egg size, and that hail could even be life threatening. And for wind, the hatched area, I think it's 70 or 80 in between there. So significant hazards. And again, this will be updated at around 1 o'clock in the morning tonight. So if you want to wait, oh maybe that's why. Um, I forget who it was. Oh, I just lost track of the comments. Um, yeah, maybe that's why you were asking about 1 a.m. No, I'll probably log off because I gotta get up tomorrow and cover these storms again. Um, yeah, Gwen had hail in Baldwin with a good downpour for about 10 minutes. I definitely believe it. Yeah, Monday looks interesting for eastern Oklahoma and northwest Arkansas and River Valley too. Melissa, we got dumped on in Harrison. Periods of hail too. Melissa, Harrison, we got a weather bug camera overlooking Harrison, and it has just been putting in the work. And let me show you what I mean. I already showed this, but let's just look at what we saw earlier during the day. So here's our Harrison Gaither Mountain weather bug camera. Check out that storm. This is sped up 16 times what it would normally be. And check out that storm. It was rotating, never touched down, thankfully. But we saw some hail, saw some winds, and then it lifted, and then it moved east of us. And this was the camera that captured the tornado in Carroll County that we saw last Sunday. So yeah, this camera's been doing a really good job. So again, that was earlier during the day. But here's what's going on across Texas. Still a whole lot of flooding. Yeah, Coleman. Yeah, I used to live down there actually for in that area, West Central Texas. Yeah, they got a lot of activity and all that's coming here. Ooh, Cassville graduation tomorrow. Huh. Well, Sarah, you saw the feature track. What time is that graduation at? 7 a.m. Sunday. Look at that noon time. All I think rain chances pretty much all day. Oh, did they move it inside? Yeah, they probably moved it inside. Here's a good comment. Do you think there might be any moments of relief tomorrow through Monday PM? Yeah, definitely do. Yeah, see tomorrow, take the clearing with a grain of salt because we're gonna have a frontal boundary that's gonna be draped across the forecast area. So let's just go back here. So notice how we had that cold front draped across central Arkansas. You can see it right there. This right here, this will try and lift north tomorrow, but I think it will become stalled out. And that would be a focus for some rain and storms. And with all that energy coming in down there, I think tomorrow the models might even be underdoing what they're showing. But ready? Um, I think Sunday night will be quiet, and most of Monday, I think it should be quiet. So here's Sunday night, nothing to worry about. Monday, now take this with a grain of salt, because first of all, that's a little bit. That's when it ends. around there. And so we got a line of storms coming in, and we could see some isolated activity Monday. And if we do, that could definitely be severe. But I think the main energy will come in Monday night into Tuesday morning. Still a couple days out. Holly, quick question. How is Tuesday night looking? Husband is flying in from Louisiana. Tuesday nights. Well, that could be okay potentially, but potentially not. I think Tuesday night will be should be okay. Let's look at see. Not many models can reach Tuesday night, but let's look at the NAM. Stand by. There it is. That's tomorrow. That's Monday. That that could be trouble. Again, I think Tuesday night. I think that might be. I think you might be seeing a break in the action Tuesday night. Just because it's kind of hard to pinpoint all the energy. So we have that energy across Texas, that big system across the Pacific Northwest, and check out that trough coming in. Negatively tilted trough, all that energy, southwest flow hangs out over us. Baja Blast Central. The models aren't going to do a good job picking up that energy. So that's why I say take it with a grain of salt. But I think Tuesday night should be all right. Yeah, the Wednesday outlook. Yeah, you are in the day 4 risk there. But Floor County always gets the instability, seems like. Trying to get caught up on the comments. What time is heavy rain, lightning supposed to start in northwest Arkansas? Tomorrow morning, definitely. Oh, a NASCAR race just ended? Yeah, we're expecting a lot of activity coming in here, Michael. A lot of energy coming in. Here's day 3. So you can see it right there. Okay, yeah, a lot of people just hopping on here. So wait, just coming in is today, tonight, Sunday in the severe in NWA. So pretty much every day. Let's just look at a 7-day forecast. This is just crazy. Look at all this. We got storms Sunday, storms Monday, storms Tuesday, storms Wednesday, storms Thursday, Friday and Saturday. Fine, a little break in the action, but check out next weekend. Getting a little bit chilly. Are those the upper 40s for those lows? Saturday? River Valley. Again, we got storm potential pretty much every day through Thursday, and we got to watch out because each day could see severe weather. Here's a question. Jacqueline, no one ever answers this. Do Arkansas schools ever close with severe tornado potential? Um, well, I mean, I don't know. I grew up in Connecticut, and it never happened to me. I tell you what we did do though, we used to close down school for heat because in my middle school we had no AC. So when it got too hot, we had to shut down the school. Severe tornado potential. I want to say that that's happened before around here, but I'm not 100% sure. But a good part of me wants to say that yes, they do. But um, that would be a Dan question. Alexis, yeah, I was thinking about you earlier in Western Grove area. There was some hail, over quarter size headed right at you. Yeah, so I did that update earlier during the afternoon. Yeah, yeah, just a whole lot of storms coming in. Can't press follow button. Um, looks like you're on Facebook. I don't know. Sarah, well, no. See, let's just look at the 7 day at closer detail here. So we put a lot of effort into making these 7 days. Like we have to move around the clouds, and it takes a good amount of time. So notice how Sunday, notice a lot of clouds. Notice how it rain in the morning, you got clouds in the afternoon, storm potential, strong storms Sunday. And then there's a break. Sunday night, Monday, throughout most of the day, I think it should be dry. But then check out Monday night and Tuesday. I put that cumulonimbus cloud in there. That could be trouble. And then Tuesday afternoon and Wednesday morning, that could be another break in the action. Wednesday afternoon, evening, that could be trouble. And then Thursday is kind of far out. Just painted it with a broad brush. Partly sunny, storm chances. And then later on next weekend, finally, it might be in a more quiet pattern. Yeah, sleep and rest tonight and Sunday. Got batteries for flashlights, water ready. Yeah, Monday night is one of those nights where you're not going to want to go to sleep because you might have to go into your safe place for Monday night into Tuesday morning because we are yeah, we don't want to overhype anything here, but when we see a day 3 enhanced with a hatched area, we're gonna be watching it closely. All right, moving to Texas Monday. Oh, hope you still tune in, Geneva. But yeah, Monday. Oh boy. Well, there's the that is the yeah. See, all right. See, look, we are past midnight. Notice how this is where the graphics get a little bit weird. Notice how that's not updated yet. This should be Monday into Tuesday. So like we're at the weird hour where all the graphics are gonna eventually go back because so some of these things are automated and they don't switch over directly at a midnight. This is Monday into Tuesday morning. You would think Paula, but not with a warm front coming through. So yeah, all week it looks concerning. Um, Clifty out of power outages. You got some power outages right now? Could check those. Oh, Yeah, Madison County, there's about 760 people without power right now. Yeah, wow. It's probably from all the uh, downburst storms that we had earlier today. Snow. How much snow is Mulberry gonna get? They're not getting snow. I know when you ask us about snow, we usually paint with a broad brush, but I can tell you, 100% chance of no snow in Mulberry. Lindsay, for Wednesday, are we thinking high risk for tornadoes? I was looking at that setup, Lindsay. I think Wednesday we could be seeing some isolated supercells um over the area. So yeah, I think tornadoes. I think that will be a issue for us. Alicia, I missed the rest. What time is this supposed to start tomorrow? Yep. So we're looking at first thing in the morning. Here is the feature track. So, yeah, rain will start tomorrow morning around daybreak. But let's just look out the window. This is a computer model, and I don't know. That's what's happening right now. So rain is still well west of us. But that's going to be coming in tomorrow. And it's going to be hanging on. Heavy rain, isolated severe storms are in the forecast Sunday. Yeah, Tyler, around 7, 8 a.m. Brandon, yeah, tornado potential. So we got a day again. It's past midnight. So you see valid Monday and a Tuesday. That's going to be a day off. That's valid Sunday and a Monday. Expecting rain, flood watch. That's going to be in effect through 7 p.m. Sunday. Will likely get extended. That is a flood advisory for the Arkansas River. So keep in mind that could be going over the banks. And then here is that system coming in. All that energy. That will give us tornado potential Monday night into Tuesday. And you can see all hazards are on the table Monday to Tuesday. And then that's for Tuesday, and that's for Wednesday. So each day has tornado potentially. Oh, nice. It finally came back on. Glad to hear that. Oh, was that about 1 hour? That's weird. Yeah, I mean, it's still looking at power outages. I could probably show you what I'm looking at here if I can figure that out. Stand by. Oh, oh, hold on. There it is. Oh, that's weird. Hold on. There it is. Yeah. So, Madison County. Oh, now it says 0. Oh no, this got to update. Oh, I just updated. Okay, so you have power now. If you still don't have power, actually Washington County, a few people without power. but Madison County should be good to go, but not for storms. We've got to catch up on these comments. Yeah, tornado risk definitely with these storms. Zach, here's a question. I just got two new tires for the vehicle. They go in the front or back. I've heard both. I really want to know the truth. I don't know if you're just messing with me, trying to trick me on this, Jeremy, but um, I tell you what, my car is all-wheel drive, so I know that if I ever get new tires, I have to get four brand new ones because they all have to be the same, or else they can mess up the all-wheel drive system. So if you have all-wheel drive, you might want to look at that. But you were probably talking about when I was talking about having good tires in the rain. Yeah. But as far as the whole tire thing, I'm definitely not an expert with the tires. Yeah, remember how today we had severe weather? Tomorrow there's going to be a low end chance too, and a better chance for heavy rain. So tomorrow's going to be one of those days where you might as well just stay inside. Hopefully, you have a home gym, can hit the iron without leaving the house. Oh, thanks, Sarah. Yeah, I was sick a little bit a while ago. Back up and running. Just checking comments. Oh, here's Alex Hall. The 3 feet deep hail report was from east of San Angelo. Law enforcement reported it, and they had to shut down some roads for plows. Wow, surprised they have plows down there. Because I used to live out in that part of the country. Um, I'm sure that the highways do a good job though. But that's crazy. Kenzie, that makes me feel really good. You've been waiting for the live all day. Yeah. If you have any questions, just feel free to ask. You barely got any rain in your area. Well, you lucked out because a lot of people did get rain. And tomorrow, you're going to be saying, Kenzie, if you're in Northwest Arkansas, River Valley, you're definitely going to be seeing rain. Um, Holly, what is Tuesday night looking like? My husband is flying in from Louisiana. I think I already answered that. Tuesday night should be good, I think. But again, there's a lot of energy coming in. Here we go. Do you agree with those forecasters that are thinking that the most severe weather will occur after dark Monday? For Northwest Arkansas and for the River Valley, I do agree with that. Um, Again, the valid time frame is going to be off by one day. But here's the this is from Monday into Tuesday morning. Yeah, I think for us here it's going to be an overnight thing, and we're going to be on it. Um, Definitely. Here's a question: have the models been more accurate this week? You think? Yes, I do. They actually handled. These days are all becoming one just big day here. It was on Friday. Um, did a pretty good job. No, it was Thursday night into Friday morning. They actually did a pretty decent job with those storms that went through Fort Smith, and they did an okay job today too. Tomorrow afternoon around 4 through 8. Do you think it will be bad? Well, I think that the rain will be tapering off. If you mean 4 a.m., then um, it might. I assume you mean p.m. Or yeah, tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, it's getting late. It's getting late. So yeah, well, here's what's going to be happening. I think the best chance for rain tomorrow is tomorrow morning, early afternoon, by around 4 p.m. Hopefully, it should be lifting. But keep in mind, we have a frontal boundary that's going to be potentially draped overhead. That will be another focus for storms. So there will be some chances for some rain, but I don't think it'll be all that bad. Newton County, yep, they had some hail earlier and a couple of severe storms there. Here's a question: can you recap Wednesday threat? Yeah, well, see, Wednesday is pretty far out, but we have a day 5. So again, the valid time is off by 1 day because we're after midnight. Graphics are a bit confused, but all hazards, a day 5 for Wednesday, large hail, damaging winds, tornadoes. That's pretty rare, so we're gonna have to watch for that. Van Buren, definitely tomorrow. Everybody's gonna be getting rain tomorrow. Kayla, it's been an active week for sure. I really appreciate you joining and watching along. Okay, yeah, finals week. I have finals this week in Springdale. How will the flooding look? Well, we have a flood watch that's in effect through Sunday, tomorrow, 7 p.m. I think they'll extend that. Definitely extend it. They'll probably extend that later on. NWS usually issues all those watches at around 2 a.m. I think they'll extend that. Um, so yeah, I mean, if you're just hopping on here, I mean, it's getting kind of late. It's midnight. I'll probably have to be up early. I'll probably have to be up early tomorrow. So I'll get through all the questions, and then I'll probably have to shut it down here. But there it is, Kenzie. If you missed the 10 p.m. news here, we got a lot of storms coming up here. So flooding potential tomorrow, definitely. No, you don't have finals tomorrow, it's Sunday, but you might have finals Tuesday morning. I think all that activity should be out of there by 8, 9 a.m. Wednesday could be an issue. If you have finals on Wednesday, that could be an issue. Yeah, John, I was seeing that northerly track of that low, but again, we're still a couple days out. And keep in mind, even though the main energy, I've seen outbreaks happen where the main energy was way north, where you're just like, wait, why is there storms happening? So you see the energy lifting, but look at down here. There's gonna be stuff. There's gonna be stuff happening out here, coming up in that southwest flow, out ahead of all that. It's the little things that cause the big things. And the models do not do a good job capturing that energy. But if we stay capped, we stay capped. But we're gonna have to wait and see. But great comment though. Just catching up on the questions. Yeah, Van Buren tomorrow. You're going to be seeing some heavy rain. You're going to be seeing some storms. Okay, a lot of people been saying I've never seen them close for tornado potential. Yeah, um, that would be a Dan question. Oh, okay, yeah. So here's a comment. Fayetteville school was shut down early a month ago, I believe, because of a tornado risk. Yeah, probably every district probably does it differently. Yeah, Brandon, definitely. We're looking at severe potential and tornado potential for next week. Here's Josh Weisel. I don't think schools cancel, but they may, depending on school and district, have a half day if the risk is high enough, such as moderate or high risk, or release early if the risk is during the regular commute home or pickup time, so students aren't caught in storms or buses. I think this has happened before, but I'm not authority on this to say for certain. Yeah, yeah, whatever, Josh. Yeah, that is a perfect answer. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it's up to the districts. I mean, you just get in, Larry. 8 ball. We might have to bring that out. Yeah, Kenzie, flooding is going to be a big issue for us. The Arkansas River, if you look at it, um, definitely higher than normal. It does around 1 a.m. The day one will be updated. I know. Yeah, that is a crazy system, Josh, and that's why we have this. Three of my sons live just west of Arlington, Texas. How is it there the next few days? Um, that's a good question. I don't think you're going to be seeing any kind of severe weather potential. Yeah, west of Arlington. That's the day two. That's for tomorrow, and that's day three. So I mean, you could be getting in on the southern extent of that line on Monday into Tuesday. Okay. I'm trying to find out about Sunday and stuff. My husband and I chase the storms, and so we need to be ready for them storms so we can be ready. Tomorrow's not going to be a good chasing day. Tomorrow's going to be heavy rain. Um, a whole lot of rain is coming in tomorrow. I can show you the future track. Joey, trying to squeeze in some fishing on the table in the morning. Got to be out there before dawn. There's a lot of rain coming in, and tomorrow morning is going to be a washout for some areas. Look at all that energy coming in. Yeah, so tomorrow, heavy rain, flooded potential, isolated severe, and then the big threat for severe weather that is going to be coming in later on next week. Monday night, Tuesday morning, Wednesday, and then maybe even on Thursday. So we're gonna have to watch for that. So I think I got to all the comments. Um, it has been quite the active day. Tomorrow might even be more active, and this stream might be lagging a little bit, or maybe not. Yeah, yeah, we're gonna be on these storms and keep you safe through it. So, if need be, I'll hop back on tomorrow. Until then, I think I'm gonna sign off, try and get some rest, and get ready for tomorrow. So, again, thanks for joining, and have a great night.